Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. For if you're new, subscribe. Oh my, I've not taken that special occasion to appreciate my new subscriber. I love you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. And for those that are new here and you really don't know what's going on, my name is Rachel Joey. Damn. I actually switch between those names depending on my mood on that particular day. Well, today I think I'm going with Rachel. So yes, and I basically just upload videos about my journey, life journeys, activities, literally anything that I would just love to put out there and just to save up there. And yes, that's all about this channel. But today, right now, this video is about my software engineering journey. For those that have been following me for a while now, like the time I did my very first video on, my journey studying software engineering, and you are still here watching me right now. Thank you so much, and appreciate everything you love. I can't appreciate you. You know what I'm saying. Anyways, so it's literally over 9 months studying software engineering. It's been a crazy journey. It's been a roller coaster. It's been, actually the best. Yes. Anyways, I started my software engineering studies August last year. I think it's about 10 months now saving, but I think I'm not even calculating it. So 10 months down, or 9 months, 10 months down, and few months to go for this program. I am in the ALX software engineering program. For those that doesn't know, I'll probably put the link to ALX, website below if you want to know more about this program. It's a scholarship program, and it's a year course. I guess they've actually extended it now. There's a short course you can do for like 4 months if you're literally a total beginner before you can, you want to move to this 1 year course. I feel that's better. When I was registering or when I wanted to do mine, there wasn't any, intro course to software engineering before this 1 year course. And yes, I'm just here to, as usual, to keep you guys updated on what has been going on in the last 3 months. I guess the last video on you'll be seeing the link somewhere up here. The last video that I did on this software engineering journey was like 3 months ago, and that was when I was about going to my 3rd trimester. That's the 3rd sprint. And if you watch my first video, I said something about this ALX program is we have 3 trimesters, or let me say 3 sprints. After the 3rd sprint, then you move to specialization. So you either specialize in front-end programming or back-end programming. So I am currently in my specialization phase. That means I'm done with my, first, second, and third sprint, and this is like the last phase of this particular program, and it's just been a whole lot. And for the foundational phase, because the three sprints are called, the foundational phase, that you get introduced to programming language, programming tools, language like C, Java, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, MySQL, database, web development, web develop, basically, so many things, networking, Python. You get introduced to all of that in the foundational phase of ALS program in particular, and it's actually beginner friendly a little bit. It takes a lot of hard work, a lot of great motivation, a lot of a lot of passion to be able to like go through all of those phase, because when ALX had saying you do hard things, I know I said this in my first video, I'm actually repeating it. You really have to do that hard thing. Is hard work. Hard work. Anyways, so I'm just going I just want to talk about some of the things that helps me. I actually have my system behind me right now, so if you see me looking, I'm actually looking at the system because I just have some list, some points, very short thing that I wrote down that helped me all through my third sprint. And that was we're doing a lot of server, server working with server, creating, securing our server, HTTPS, or securing SSH, things like that. During the third sprint, and we, before moving to specialization that I am right now, we actually have to do a compulsory, it is compulsory, compulsory portfolio project. The portfolio project in this sense is just to do something, create a web app, work on a game, create work on, just create something that would, show forth that this is what I've learned in the last 9 months, because it was 3 months for per each sprint. This is what I've learned. So before you be able to move to the specialization, they break the specialization. I actually did mine, and I did uploaded it. For those that have not seen what I worked on for my foundational portfolio project, I would love you to just click on the link you'll be seeing right now. That will take you to what I worked on. I worked on a app called GitHub Viewer, and it's just basically to be able to view any random users, GitHub users, through that app. So just to save the stress of all of those things. All of those stuff is actually in those videos, and that was what I did before. Now in specialization, and it's just a week into specialization already. And yes, for the main points, I'm just going to go straight into the points that helped me out. Or you go and you learn more, and you learn how to. Or let me just personalize it. During the whole journey, there was a lot of headaches. There was a lot of, I'm tired, should I just stop what I'm doing? There was a lot of, do I even know what I'm doing? There was, it was like asking myself the questions, am I really into this? I just want to stop where I'm, not that I want to stop, but sometimes I just get so overwhelmed that I feel super tired. So I would actually put it there that feeling tired, or feeling that, having that kind of question, or having probably what's this syndrome again? Imposter syndromes, like, am I enough? Am I doing enough? Am I learning enough? Am I doing this? Can I defend this? I feel those kind of things are normal, but it depends on that person to be able to switch things up and take random breaks if you need to. But that's just it's inside the list that I have for today. So I'm just going to bring out, I won't really talk about things I faced. I will just talk mainly about things that helped me out in the last phase of the journey of being a software engineer. And the first one that helped me was networking. As I've said, I'm looking at my laptop. So networking helped out because we are like thousands all over Africa, offering this course, studying and in ALX. But it's not a one-man journey. I feel that's just the one thing, that number one point. This journey, it is not a one-man journey. You cannot walk alone. Walking alone, you get tired. When you work with others, right? There's this point that there's this old phrase that when you walk alone, you go fast. But when you work with others, you go far. You go up. You might be walking slow, but You won't even know before you get to where you're going to. Just like, you were trekking to a place. When you are trekking alone, you get tired because there's no one to like gist with and all of that. But when you're trekking with others, when I mean trekking, I think it's a word there, right? Is let's say you have to like go on a long distance by foot. But when you're trekking with others, you wouldn't even know before you get to that place you're going to, because you guys are walking together, you're talking, you're gisting, you're moving together. When one is tired, you can rest on the other person, and that's the whole thing in this any journey at all. In this life journey, you need people to work with. So if you're in this journey or any phase of life that you are right now, you need to network with people with like mind. You need to network with people that will, you're in the same road together. Not someone going in a different direction, but someone that you are legit in the same road together. So one in a different direction will not draw you go up. So it's hard to be somebody in the same direction as you. Try to network with them, chat random people up on Slack, chat people up, be active on on PLDs, because people get to know you and you get to know them, and you get to gist and chat and reach on each other when you're facing a bug and you need an assistance. Stuffs like that helped me, and I believe it's going to help anyone out there, especially in this software engineering journey, especially if you're in ALX. So you need to be active in groups, just have somebody that you call, person that you guys call personally. Just sometimes it might not even to debug, just to laugh, and if you have somebody that is actually feeling what you are feeling, you guys can relate. So you have somebody that can relate to your pain, because sometimes your family might not really relate to what you're going through, because they are not in the journey, they are not in the course, they are not doing it, so they don't know it, but they know you are doing something, and they might want they can help you in all of encouraging you with motivational words and all of that. But when you have somebody that is also in that thing and you guys can relate together, that's what about that point. Point number 2, mentors on Slack. Some people are not making use of our mentors. We have technical mentors, we have academic mentors, we have mentors that will assist you if you're feeling any challenges. They are there. I'm being specific about ALX right now. We have mentors that are there to help ask questions. There's this walk-in sections, though I hardly go for walk-in section, but whenever I'm facing anything that I feel maybe not code wise now, if I need to solve a code and I'm not getting what the results I'm supposed to get. Now the process is, when you're facing a challenge and you're not finding solution to that challenge, research online, right? Study more, then go back to it. If you are still facing it, reach out to a peer. When you and your peer reason together and not grab it, reach out to another peer. If the three of you not get this thing, reach out to a mentor, right? That's all for the coding. But if you're facing any technical challenges, or you need a better understanding on a task, or no, how will I put it out now? You need an understanding of something that has to do with ALX, reach out to mentors. They are there to help you. I really don't know about other mentors, right? But I'm being specific about my own. When I was in, I don't think Andrew is available right now for specialization phase, because Martins has been the one taking us. But Andrew, quote 9, mentor, that man, that guy is always there. He's always ready. If he's not online to, answer you, right? I'm just being specific right now for me. Even though it is voice note I sent to him, he's going to make sure he listens to it, right? And when he has the time, he's going to reply me and just make sure I get the point. I get what the questions. He was able to answer me, so that, because I don't know, I felt like, wow, it was just amazing for me, because If any of us is not facing any issue, I would just say, have you reached out to Andrew? Have you done this? Because it's there. So use, not use, reach out to your mentors. They are always there to help. That's just the point of that. And shout out to Court 9 mentor when doing our foundational phase. Andrew, you're amazing. You did, guys. You thank you for the time that I always reach out, and you always have the time to answer. And yeah, that's been an amazing. It's always made the journey a smooth journey when there's always somebody there, in the higher phase to just listen to what you have to say. If you need to read a resource, it's going to direct you to that resource and be like, read more on this thing. It's not that it will give you the direct answer if it has to do with code or tax. It will direct you to the resource you need to read, and you'll be like, have you read this resource? Have you checked this resource? That's what. And probably also doing my portfolio, when I was working on my portfolio and I needed, an understanding on a particular thing, or it was there. So yeah, that's it. Next thing is collaboration. That helps me. Why? ALX, we always want us to work. We are being trained to work. We are being trained to work alone, and we are also trained to be able to work together with others. We will always be paired for projects. We will always be asked to, to connect with a partner so that we can work on a project together. Some of us, we want to work alone, but it is not. There are some projects that you cannot work alone. You need to legit collaborate with others. So collaborating, in the process of collaboration, you begin to network. There was a project I collaborated with somebody that is not even in Nigeria, but somewhere around Africa. That's networking too. So after working on a project together, you'll be able to have that experience of working as a team and working with someone, even if you have different background, cultural differences and all of that. You'll be able to come together and work on something and relate together, join head together, as my language you say. But it's just something that helps me too. In the process of collaboration, I got to network and I get to know a lot of people, maybe not a lot, but more people. And, it's just, that's just it. So don't shy away from collaboration. Nobody's perfect. Nobody even, they say, oh, he knows more than me. Don't let me disgrace myself. But even though, give it a try. Okay. So the next one, okay, collaboration and working with others are actually the same thing. Yeah. Be able to work with others, relate with others in the PLDs, If you're a shy person like me that really don't relate like that when I'm new in a place, I will want to examine the whole place before I start putting math. Just you to take time to adjust, okay? So the next thing is bit by bit. I learned that it was something that I actually also, that helps me has been helping me. There is a lot to learn. There will always be a lot to learn. There will always be a lot to catch up on. By the time you are rushed with 4 to 5 projects and you are seeing your intranet like this 000, you have 0.000%, or maybe one is 10%, you've done 10%, one is 30 something percent, 0%, and all of 3 out of the 4 is going to, the deadline is in 10 hours. Ha. You feel so overwhelmed. I'll be but literally you just have to take this. See, let me tell you something. You can't kill yourself. These things there's levels to these things. Even though you're working 24 hours, so you get tired. Someone like me, when I work, let's say I'm working on this, a project and all of that, and I work straight for 70 hours out of the 24 hours. The next day, I'll be restless. I won't be able to do anything because I've overstressed myself the previous day. And it happens. I'm still working on that because sometimes I really just want to finish what I'm doing. But one thing I've learned to do is just to put it in my consciousness that even though I really can't do everything, but I'm taking them step by steps. Like if you have a lot to do, just start from somewhere. Small thing, one at a time, preset by preset, and you can't know everything at a go. You keep learning. Learning is continuous. Learning is eternal. Is that the right word to use? It's like learning doesn't stop. That's the that's it. Learning doesn't stop. You learn every day. You learn every single thing every day. So one thing I've learned to do, that I've been doing, is that a day should not go by without me learning something new, right? So learning small like that. Before you know, you've known a lot of things. So don't be fooled, or don't be like so into like I'll quickly want to finish this whole thing. Everything wants to enter my head. Hey, small, preset by preset, bit by bit, it will start adding up. If you need to work on a task, a question, maybe task 0 has so many things, it has this whole main thing. One thing that has helped me is take the question, break it. Shout out to Baby. Baby did an amazing work in that breaking of the question. Take the question, understand the question, then break them down. And start, before you know it, you're done with the question. I feel that's one thing that helps me, Sha. Then the next thing, and the most important thing, taking breaks. Okay. Taking breaks is like I saw a YouTube video. If I can find the video, I'm going to link it to this video. So right now probably you'll be seeing it. If I can find the video, I'm going to look for it. It's a YouTube video, so I think there should be a way for me to link it. It was a woman, she was this TED talk, or this TED talk, somebody shared it on our WhatsApp group, and the woman was talking about the way to learn, or how to learn and to be smart, something like that. And one of the points she said was to sleep. Another point was take breaks. Another point was make mistakes. You can't be perfect. Make mistakes and learn from those mistakes. And another point was practicing. Repeat and practice. And I think I cannot remember alert. Maybe being alert is the last point or so. So taking break, sleeping. Hey, I still have to work on my sleeping. Right now this is level 49, and after this video I still have to like catch up on one thing, but that's just by the way, right? But I've been not sleeping enough always affects my whole day schedule. So I've been trying my best to make sure I get enough sleep, and also taking breaks. When I'm working on something, earlier this week I was working on a project, and it was not just entering my head. I was having issue with installation. Hey, I'm not the only one. So what I did was I took a break. I left the system. I went to bed, and that was by the time I woke up, and I go back to it, I was able to solve whatsoever that was happening. So sometimes you just need to sleep. You just need that break. So make sure you're taking breaks. It is very important. Very, very, I can't emphasize that. So taking breaks is super important. And I've already talked about, you can't know all at once. The little you know for now, practice it. The more you practice, the more you know more. Even though it is AB that you know now, keep practicing that AB. Before you know C, you know D. I don't know if I'm right, but I'm just talking about stuff that helped me in this journey, especially in the software engineering journey. And next one is acknowledging every little growth. Track it. Sometimes you are growing, but you don't know that you're growing because you're so into doing stuff that you're not even tracking your growth. When I'm working, and sometimes I was able to, I could do some things, and I would just remember that few months ago, these are stuff that I do not know how to do. These are stuff that just like, hey, you go up. But doing them and working with it and all of that, I was able, you feel happy with yourself when you know that you're growing. That's because I'm tracking my growth. I'm tracking the growth of this week to last week, or this month to last month, or this sprint to last sprint. You go up. Sometimes when you go back to work you've done in the last sprint and you redo it, at that time you're doing it, it might not make sense. But when you go back to it, right, it will start making sense. That's the whole goal. So sometimes we are doing stuff now, it doesn't make sense. Still get the foundational understanding. That's why it is always good to go when you get a new project and you get access to a new resource, right? Try to go deep into that resources, learn the whole idea about that workforce before you now start solving the task. Even though you do not understand, by the time you're going back to it again, you get deeper understanding about that thing. So acknowledging every single growth matters, and it will make you happy. Trust me. Because sometimes you not just, even though there are some people that are doing better than you, but you are doing better than your previous self. That is what matters. Everyone is trying to be a better version of themselves. So you shouldn't try to be a better version of someone else. I do not know if I'm putting that statement well, but it's on you. It's always a better version of who you were the previous you. The previous you should not still be the same you. The same you should be a better version of the previous you, and a newer version that in this growth thing, you are beyond, you've gone and you've learned more. And when you start tracking those growths, you will start to appreciate yourself more. This way you will feel less envious of people that are doing better, because probably they have deeper understanding, and probably they are into it before. And yeah, just learn to appreciate yourself. That's appreciate yourself, appreciate your efforts. You have said it, you're trying your best. I think I said in my last video that appreciate yourself, give yourself these gifts. If I can finish this, I'm going to do this. Stuff like that makes learning interesting. And one other thing that I have to say is praying. Sometimes, if not sometimes, most times, just pray. If you are a believer, pray for God to just help you, to get better understanding, deeper understanding. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is not just by your power. It's not by the fact that you can read 24 hours a day. But it's just by the grace of God. It's the grace of God that we're able to do whatsoever we are doing, or whatsoever we are able to do. I don't know if that is leaking, but it is God that is giving us that strength and the capacity. So it's just to pray that God should enlarge our capacity, to enlarge our growth, to be able to learn and to understand what we are learning, and to be able to have a retentive memory. It's just something to pray about. Everything is something to pray about. So it's not by our own strength. Just keep that in mind. It's not by your own strength. Even sometimes, and you feel that people are doing better, even the little you are doing sometimes might be more than what they are doing, because you have someone backing you up. That doesn't mean you shouldn't learn, but as you are learning, as you are studying, as you are being hardworking, you are also praying. That has been something that helps me. And also to be able to have this something I've learned to do also is to, I think I said in my last video, is to have this timetable or a to-do list, or just to sort out things you have to do. And that is all about my 10 months into software engineering. That's why I have to say, I just have those points to say I'm not really going into the struggles and blah blah blah. So now we are into the specialization. Hallelujah, somebody. And if you are a techie and a dev lord, those kind of things, just try my app, my portfolio. I fulfilled project, and yeah, I'm so glad I'm able to do this now, because I've been delaying this and I have to do it. And thank you all. And if you haven't subscribed, oh my god, what are you waiting for? Can you click on that subscribe button? Connect with me on LinkedIn. I have my LinkedIn profile. I think I do have my LinkedIn links on the in the description, but just take a look at the description box. It should be there. Subscribe, share, like, comment. How is this journey before, especially if you are in ALX, or you are done, you are a graduate. Do you have an advice for people like us that we are still in the course? And always know that learning doesn't stop. Even though you don't know it now, you will know it later. Don't feel discouraged. Bit by bit, preset by preset, it will all make sense. It will make sense one day. And yeah, thank you all for staying to this very moment. I love you guys. Thank you. And I will see you in my next video. I didn't know when the next video will be. I will surely see you in my next video. By God's grace. Bye.